Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we have a brand new Pokemon Duel update. I know I didn't really do a video about the maintenance, which is down here. Oh, you gonna go? Maybe? Oh, there it is. About the maintenance and the stat balances for the newest patch that we got yesterday, today, whatever. I just kind of didn't really want to do it, and I don't want to get to the point where I force myself to do that kind of video and then I don't enjoy doing it anymore. So I just decided not to do it, and it wasn't that much of a significant update anyway. All that we got was a couple figure patches for certain things. Delphox, Groudon, and Torterra were everyone who was patched. So if you want to look at that, you can look here. Or Cerebi does a great job. I'll leave a link in the description of like compacting it down because the game is in broken English because translations and such. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about some brand new figures and cards added to the game, which I am very excited. And the brand new update, obviously, which you need to play the game. So, of course, we have another sale. Usually this kind of happens when a new couple EXs come out, so that's pretty cool. There's everything that you get extra if you buy gems here. Here we have, you get a login bonus, which is cool. Today, you get 50 gems, which is awesome. You get different things throughout the week. Tomorrow, I think we're getting EXP cubes, so that's cool. Special login bonuses are always great. Orange boosters are back, my boy. I love these things. Whatever's in them, they're always great. So obviously, right now, you know, you can't pull for Reshiram or Zekrom, but you can get Reshiram in one of these special orange boosters, which is pretty cool. Or you could get Moltres, and I already have Flygon, so that doesn't matter to me. But yeah, so you can get those three guys in there, which is pretty neat. And then, of course, some other Pokemon, I believe, is guaranteed to hold their fire type or ground type. Right. So any fire... sorry, I had to read into it a little bit more. I didn't read that at first. Any fire type or ground type is what you're going to get. Those are just three possibilities that you could get that they're kind of highlighting, which is really cool. I'll go over those figures in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. So we have two new cards, which are Long Barrel, which works for Rhyperior. As you saw, he's one of the new cards, along with Heatran, and Dark Energy. Both of these seem very situational, and something very interesting about Long Barrel that we're going to talk about in a bit. But the effect of Long Barrel, choose one of your Rhyperior on the field or bench. Until the end of the duel, the effect of that Rhyperior's Rock Wrecker becomes knock out one of your opponent's fire, ice, flying, or bug Pokemon that is 2 or 3 steps away. So, if any of those type of Pokemon, fire, ice, flying, or bug, are 2 or 3 steps away from you and you get the 2-star purple after using this card, you can just kill them. So that's interesting. It seems kind of situational, especially with the type restriction there. I don't know, but yeah, that's that. I'll show you the move when we go over the figures in a minute. Then we have Dark Energy, which is also very situational, I feel like, unless you're running a dark team, which, you know, you could use Yveltal and Weavile for. During this duel, if the opponent Pokemon is a Psychic type and your Dark type Pokemon are not knocked out in battle, but are moved to the bench and gain weight instead. That's wait, did I read that right? Your Pokemon are not knocked down in battle, but yeah, okay, it's just broken English. And when you have 2 or more Dark type Pokemon on your field, energy effects of your opponent's Psychic and Ghost type Pokemon moves are nullified. Okay, so basically to break this down, when you use this card, your Dark type Pokemon can't get knocked out, which, you know, means that they go back into the PC. They go back onto the bench and they just gain weight. It looks like 1 weight from the looks of it. I don't know why I said that again. Also, I bumped the mic. Sorry. And then we also have the fact that all Psychic and Ghost type effects are nullified. So that's like any abilities and stuff related to Pokemon, you know, that have that type. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff. I think those are both kind of situational. I'd run that maybe on a dark team, but even so, you're not always facing Psychic types, so I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to think about here. Also, very excited for that, baby. But let's head into the shop, and we'll take a peek at the new figures. There they are, by the way. Look at that. That banner looks crisp. Genesect is always there. This looks really cool. I really like the look of this one. I don't know why it's so simple, but it's so nice. Hoping I actually get something. You'll see the spoiler, but you'll see the... oh, I got some good stuff, but you'll see the booster opening of the Reshiram and Zekrom banner at the end of the week. No idea this banner was coming out, so that video is still going to be at the end of the week, whatever. We're going to look at the featured figures here. Rhyperior. Also, wanted to point out, this is just a small little thing that I noticed, but I still like it a lot. They have these little, like, super anime descriptions now. For Rhyperior, we got, shoot them down with Rock Wrecker. The natural enemy of flying Pokemon appears. I don't know, it's just really cool. Then we have entry blockades ineffective. Try out this new tactic for Heatran, which we'll talk about in a minute, which Heatran's really cool, actually. Then for Leapart here, we have trigger the attack of a bench Pokemon with assist. Leapart is also very interesting, and I feel like you can get a ton of memes with it, but we'll go over Rhyperior first since he is at the top here. Ground Rock, no ability. His 2-star move, by the way, let's take a look at the wheel. 2-star move, also the 100 Rock Blast is really good. Rock Wrecker, knock out one of your opponent's flying type Pokemon within 2 steps. So that's what it is normally, and that's only if you're facing a flying type Pokemon. So that's the 2-star purple. Then if you use Long Barrel, which is the new card that was added that we just talked about, it just, you know, says the effect basically, you know, there that is on the card. So it's really interesting that that coincides with the card. So I almost feel like if you pull Rhyperior, you don't need to pull the card, but it would be very beneficial to you, especially since, you know, there are a lot of flying types in the game, but so, you know, sometimes some teams might not run any. So yeah, just kind of interesting how they did that with Rhyperior. His times 100 though. Oh, also Bulldozer. I forgot this has an effect. This Pokemon knocks the battle opponent 1 step back and claims a previous spot. So that's like Hariyama. One of his purple, I don't remember how many stars, but one of his purple moves has a similar effect to that. I believe it's Push Away. Anyway, Rock Blast times 100 damage. Spin again until Rock Blast does not land. Damage is multiplied by the number of Rock Blast spins. This is very interesting, because it's kind of different than normal. It's kind of similar to Flareon, actually, but not really. So normally when it comes to time spinners, you know, there's like times 30, and you have to hit it again and again and again on the wheel to get the attack raised. And then with Flareon, there's a blank space, and that counts as the multiplier for its times 30, I believe it is. But this is just once you hit it, if you hit it, you know, over and over and over, and then when you don't get it, it counts. So that could mean that you could get a miss after getting 2 Rock Blasts, and you could still be fine. And I believe it does do 100 damage solid if you don't get Rock Blast again, which is pretty nice. I believe that's how that works. Don't quote me on that, though. I know sometimes this game is kind of memey. But yeah, that's it for Rhyperior. Figure looks, I don't know, it's just kind of okay for this one. Heatran I really like. The Fire Flex looks really cool. Also, I tweeted this yesterday, but they always post a silhouette of the brand new legendary that's going to be in the new banner. And I couldn't figure out what Heatran was at first. I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, Heatran, gotcha. But yeah, so let's take a look at Heatran here. Fire and Steel. Ability, if there is an opponent, if there is an opponent's Pokemon on your entry point, and this Pokemon is on the bench, at the beginning of your turn, whoa, I scrolled way too far there. At the beginning of your turn, this Pokemon can move next to that Pokemon in battle. After the battle, if this Pokemon is not knocked out, move it to the bench. So this is really helpful, especially if you're in a tight spot and somebody is trying to, you know, cover your goal points so you can't get any Pokemon in. Maybe get you with the, you know, if you kill all the Pokemon on the field and then your 2 goal points are covered, you lose. Or if they're just trying to, you know, like basically just wreck you and get the Pokemon off your goal point if you have one on there. This is very helpful because you can move it, you know, from the bench. If there's a Pokemon on your entry point, an enemy Pokemon, and move it next to that Pokemon and then battle it, which is really cool. I'm not sure if that's also like above it and beside it, you know, for the entry points. I believe that would be both, but yeah, that's really interesting. I honestly think that I'd probably rather do it to the side, but I guess it doesn't matter since he goes back to the bench anyway. But yeah, just think that's a really cool card. It kind of reminds me of a card, honestly, that ability. But yeah, anyway. Then we have the wheel, looking pretty good, honestly. We got that 101 Iron Head and the 2 crunches for 70. Not bad at all. Then we have the 2-star Magma Slide here. The battle opponent is knocked 2 steps back and becomes burned. The battle opponent now has weight. So it's kind of like Mewtwo, honestly, except with burn, obviously. So yeah, I really like Heatran, honestly. Very solid. Love the Pokemon too. Just think it's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely would love to pull Heatran. Definitely going to add it to my team if I do. Then we have Leopard, which is really wacky, honestly. Obviously pure dark. The wheel is, you know, 250s. But what shines with Leopard is assist here. Sorry, I scrolled way too far. A random Pokemon on your bench other than Leopard spins. The attack that is spun takes the place of this attack. So that is incredible. First of all, it chooses randomly, so you can't choose a Pokemon. So if you have a, you know, like Shuppet and it gets 10, kind of rip you. But if it gets like, you know, an EX, say maybe Giratina with that 110 damage, Leopard's hitting for 110 damage. So that's pretty cool. I just think that's a very interesting mechanic and definitely a lot of RNG, like 2 layers, because one has to choose a Pokemon on your bench. So if you're running something like I run Shuppet, as you all know, that could kind of mess me up if I get that, which is only a 1 out of 6 chance, but still, this game, it can happen. And then it also has to go through the fact of the wheel. So, you know, if it gets purple, it's not going to do anything. You know, if it gets a high number, that's good. But if it gets a low number, because, you know, even EXs sometimes have a low number, then yeah, rip you. So, just kind of interesting, very RNG based. I'd love to try out Leopard if I'm able to pull it. But yeah, Heatran's the main Pokemon I think I'm going to go after here. I like Rhyperior, but I don't know. The purple move just kind of seems a little bit gimmicky, especially with the type restrictions. But yeah, that's about it. Let's actually look at everything that's in the banner just real quick. Ho-Oh is back, which is awesome. Really want to pull that. Torterra, Moltres, Rhyperior, Magmortar, Reshiram, Heatran, and Delphox. I really like that actually, that Reshiram is still in this banner, because if you weren't able to pull him, you have a chance to again, even though Zekrom's not, you know, because it's like a fire-ish base banner, fire and ground. But yeah, so that's there. Then we got, you know, Steelix, Tyranitar, Magmar, Onix, Jolteon. I don't know why I said that weird, but I think it's because I was thinking, and I'm thinking I do not want to pull another one because I pulled so many. Gabite, Wobbuffet, Flareon, Flygon, Vaporeon, Ghastly, and Leopard. So yeah, then we got the uncommons here, and no comments, even though they're just not listed because, you know, they're just kind of, some of them are but yeah. So that's it. You know, we got the cards here. Force Remove and Counter Attack are the only EXs. Focus Band in Desperate Times. So I guess you would have to buy long whatever the new card is. I've already forgot the name of it. Yeah, that's interesting because it doesn't seem to be in the banner here because it's a rare card. Huh, so I guess you'd have to buy that for Rhyperior. So that's not so bad because you're just trying to buy it instead of pulling it. Let's actually just take a quick look. Blade Shop. It's called, let me change the display settings here. Rarity, Pokemon, done. Where is it? Long Barrel. That's what it's called. 72 gems. Okay. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that because, you know, pulling it would be fun. But then, too, if you're spending 72 gems, that's like one single, which, you know, you shouldn't be doing. You should do the recommended quadruple to get at least a rare. I don't know. I just think it's kind of eh. But yeah, so definitely going to be going for Heatran in this banner. Leopard would be cool to mess around with, too. But yeah, that's going to do it for this update. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, going to be doing more of these in the future. Very excited. I really like Heatran, honestly. It didn't get me maybe as hyped as Reshiram and Zekrom, but I really want to pull it still. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying the new update, and I will see you next time. Epic Mewtwo out. Peace.